Tennessee's Cade Allen walked into the future games as the nation's 24th ranked right-hander. He walked out as so much more with the South Gibson arm, earning most valuable pitcher and now a spot in the Prep Baseball All-American game. Cade, first off, congrats, and I have to think these past few weeks have been an absolute whirlwind for you.
Yes, sir. It's been awesome. It's been great. A lot of traveling and meeting a lot of new faces and putting faces to names and just playing baseball.
So let's start off with future games. You get to start against an incredibly deep Texas lineup, strike out 4 over 2 innings, not allowing a single base runner. The fastball was up to 93 with over 2,400 spin. The curveball was an absolute weapon. The changeup impressed. But what did you feel like was working so well in that start?
I think I was that fastball had some ride to it that game, and the slider was working behind it, really tunneling between those two pitches.
It's always a point of conversation with pitchers in the feature games, but the environment can be daunting. There was a record 425 scouts at attendance. There was obviously tons of attention on Tennessee and Texas. How did you mentally get yourself ready for that outing?
Mentally, you just kind of got to think of it as another game. You see all the people back there, and you just kind of gotta look at the catcher and don't worry about anything else.
Is that easier said than done though when you get out there? Did you allow
Yeah,
yourself even in the moment to just be like, okay, there's a lot of coaches back there?
yeah. You just gotta step back and take a breath.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic stuff. And among your strikeout victims, Lash Henderson, the #1 player in the nation in 2027, Trey Rangel, #3 in Texas in 2026. Big names, big talents. What was the plan of attack for you going into that? How did you look to approach a lineup like that?
Well, I try to get my fastball in there early. I've always kind of had a little fastball and then slider back up with righties, and then lefties kind of a fastball changeup. But just kind of keeping my same plan of attack.
You claim most valuable pitcher, and then days later, you were revealed as a member of the 2026 team for the Prep Baseball All-American game in Miami. Congrats again on that. How did you find out, and then what was
Thank
your
you.
reaction?
Well, I got an email, or Hunter Martin, the director of Tennessee, had I think he texted my dad, and then my dad let me know that I got an invite.
You're going to be going against a 2025 team that won it last year, obviously taking the field at Lone Depot Park, home of the Marlins. You have clearly been up for the spotlight. I know the attention has been building. Without giving away too much in terms of your line of thinking, how much has the recruitment process changed for you over these past few weeks?
It's the first couple days were they were tough, a lot of phone calls and text messages, but it's I had school that day. We started on August 1st, so I had to get through school and then kind of sit down and plan calls and answer text messages.
What's kind of your process going into the All-American game? Obviously, we're in a weird part of the season. A lot of guys have already stopped throwing. Will this kind of change how you prepare and go into a fall?
Well, not really. I mean, last year I'm throwing in another tournament after that, so I'm kind of still throwing through there. And last year I had the same tournament last year, so.
So I want to see what the school's fan base that's ultimately going to get that commitment from you can expect. You've got a ball. How about you take us through your grips?
All right. So first, I have just four seam fastball, and then I have a two seam. I go with the laces, and then circle change, slider like this, and then my curveball. I kind of release this finger so it's a little slower, and then I used to throw a cutter. I'm trying to work on that right now. Get a little faster like that.
Do you feel like the cutter is the next evolution piece for you to go back to that? Or are you looking at things and say, if I can get this pitch maybe a little bit better, I'll be where I want to be?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to right now. My changeup is probably my main focus. Trying to get that to where I could throw it whenever count and whatever spot I want, as long as along with my fastball and slider.
Okay, great stuff, man. Congrats again on a big summer. Excited to see you at the All-American game in Miami. Appreciate the time.
Thank you. Yes, sir.